Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Third Age Mod 4, Medieval 2 Total War. Basically, I asked a few weeks ago what Total War campaign people would like to see. Now, there were very ranging opinions. One was one which I actually dabbled with and thought maybe I'll do as a second one. It was Empire Total War, with Darth mod, of course, and you play as the Russians on hard, where you basically just declare war on everybody. But instead, to start off with, I thought I would play the game which I think made me fall in love with Total War. I started off with Rome 1, but Medieval, plus this mod, definitely made me fall in love with it. So we're going to go for Mordor, with the wonderful Witch King of Angmar being the controller. We're going to play it on medium difficulty. Let's put no battle time limit, just to make it 60 so stuff doesn't drag on. But anyway, we do like cavalry, but we have some massives of orcs. Let's get in there. Let's see what they have for us. So obviously our main competitor is the wonderful Gondor, which is right next to us. Gondor field a hell of a lot of troops which are better than ours in basically every single way. But they don't have the mass of troops that we have. So it's basically quantity over quality, which doesn't usually work. But we'll find out how we go along with it. We obviously start off with a hell of a lot of provinces, which is always nice. Provinces, whatever you want to call them, cities, anything like that. We have the glorious Black Gate, Minas Morgul, and of course, Barad-dûr. But first things first, what we need to do is have a look at some diplomats. Don't really need to see any servants of the Dark Lord. We have 2 spies, one at Dol Guldur, which is quite interesting. We'll just press space to make everything a bit faster, so we're not just sat around. Who is here? Camel the Easterling. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what we should really create here. We obviously want money to be coming in. So obviously stuff like dirt roads is good for that. Leather tanner, not really useful. Ballista maker, pretty pointless for me right now, especially when I'm looking for money. Let's just look at the order we have here. There's a bit of cultural unrest because there's a few Northmen and elves and stuff like that, but they'll go very fast. Tons of corruption, of course. So we may want to deal with that at some point, but overall, the order is doing alright. Temple of Melkor is not really needed. Ballista Tower is not needed. So probably roads to start off with. 4 turns for some glorious roads. Ooh, hello. We do have Easter's Gileath. I didn't realise we even had that. That's wonderful. We should probably make something here. What army do we have here? Holy crap, not a lot. At the start, I think it may be worth trying to create a barracks here to at least try and hold this. So a camp watch is definitely needed. Minas Morgul. Let's get... What does a hunting hut do? Food production? Sure, let's do that. And what we'll try and do is get these boys to try and hold Easter's Gileath for us, otherwise they're definitely going to struggle. We'll put these guys here just to push them up. We'll also get some scouts just to hold it. Here we can only make a band. Another hunting hut, of course, for some food. And that looks like what we're going to be going for the first few turns. You can't even make anything here, so that's wonderful. There's also, here's the other scout we have, so let's go into the Dead Marshes, see what we see. Henneth Annan is something that we will strive towards at the end of the day. Do we want food or tradable goods? I think tradable goods is good so far. Let's see what our income looks like. It's not great. Army upkeep is already quite high. Construction is even higher, but that's completely fine. Can't make anything here, so we're waiting for it to change into somewhere larger. You guys are useless here, since you're so far away from everything. And Nurnen, these guys we don't have to pay for, which is always nice. And what does a guardhouse do? Public order. We're doing alright on public order, so we don't need a camp guard. We just need to make some monies. Don't need any spies or anything like that. I do know this map pretty well from playing it many times. And right now, all I want to do is try and hold east of Gileath, which is going to be quite hard to do until we start making a bunch of men so we can hold. But we'll see. Actually, let's just get a hunting hut for you. Did we even look at Barad-dûr? Nope, of course not. Oh, mines. Okay, we need to create some mines. Straight away, let's get on the mine train just to get some of that beautiful income coming in. We also have a bunch of troops here, which we will leave here. The scouts will move to the orc encampments, and we'll get you three to get to the black. Actually, no, you can go over here. That was a bit abrasive of me. But we do need to get a diplomat, if we can. Mordor is not a race that I've actually played a lot of. Most of the time when I play this game, I either play the dwarves. I like playing the Kingdom of Eriador, basically because... oh, Gordish, hello. Yes, Palanters. The reason I like playing as Eriador is because you have the chance of making them into something beautiful, which is the old kingdom of Arnor. Let's see. So we are still making a profit, which is nice. What we'll do now is create that hunting hut for you. You boys, let's get you going so you actually get in somewhere. Let's get you guys into the Black Gate. What we'll do is we'll create a mass of men at the Black Gate, and we'll move from here to take Henneth Anun, which I'm guessing is a place that they will want me to take. It's nice that these guys didn't forfeit or anything like that. And nothing has been made yet. Let's look at relationships worsened. We're not good with the Sylvan Elves. They obviously don't like our brand of orcs. Rosgobel, I can't believe, is not taken by the elves. I'm just going to turn down my headset. Well, it's as low as it's going to get. That's wonderful. But anyway, we're still on the profiteering side. Our armies do not cost that much, so that's okay. Our main focus right now is holding East as Gileath from the Gondorians, who will obviously attack it. And just try and hold that. Uglag, hello my friend. We'll take you. You seem like a decent commander. The food is rolling in, which is wonderful. That'll give us a bit more money in the whole farming stuff. So at this moment in time, we'll create a hunting lodge for you. And a hunting lodge for you. That basically takes up all of our money, but that's completely fine because it will make us money in the long run. We do need to get a diplomat, if we can. And so far, there is nowhere where we can get a diplomat. We can get a spy. We do need to get trade agreements and stuff like that sorted out. And hopefully, Mordor does get diplomats. Otherwise, we're going to be slightly up shit's creek. Let's see. As I said, I'm new with Mordor, which is something that kind of led me to do this campaign. I really felt like it would be fun to do, just because it's something a bit different, something I haven't played before. And let's see. At least with the mines complete, that'll give us some money to push forward with. And there's also a market we can get here at Nurnen, which is quite nice. Diplomatic relations. We're allies with Harad and Run, enemies of Gondor, Sylvan Elves, and Bandits. That's completely fine. They can try and attack us, they can try and take our freedom and all that jazz, but us orcs will just keep coming out of the ground and will absolutely twat you. That's basically what I'm looking at right now. I'm just trying, as the orcs, to try and stabilize, since our troops aren't very good. Let's see. My lord, I bring an important message from your military advisors. The flames of war are stirring in all of Middle-earth, but our military infrastructure is still only rudimentary. While militias and conscripts are being levied across our domain, we still lack the equipment, logistical support, and command structure needed to bring the full might of our armies to bear. Mobilization and general preparations are underway, but it will still be around 10 years before our professional troops are ready to step into the fray, while the reorganization and arming of our elite warriors and the implementation of our heaviest and most destructive resources may take another decade. Word shall be sent to you as each stage nears completion. Wonderful stuff. Construction complete. We've got another hunting hut, which is quite nice. That increases food production, which means that we get a little more income from farming. And I'm pretty sure we can't really build anything else. Actually, we can build a market at Nirnan, so we'll do that. Let's see how we're doing here. We're second in military, which is nice, to Gondor, which is a kind of... Oh, that's not good. That really isn't good. Also, the population. We are second to Gondor, which means we'll be getting that juicy money from taxes. Now, what I'm going to do is take... Ooh, and that's my phone going off, so sorry about that. Just turn that off for you. And what I'm going to do is take these 3 forces. And we're going to go and try and take Henneth Annan with them, so we need to bring them up here for a start. I did put them in the wrong place to start with, but that's okay. We're all good. There's the scout spotting another wonderful village, so it's not terrible. Just text back the relevant people. Sorry about that, but sometimes people are in need. So we passed a Sylvanel's town, Erin Dolan, and if my memory serves me right, Thranduil's halls are up here. Wonderful stuff. Now, I don't want to mix with the Sylvan Elves because, in my opinion, they're probably one of the hardest, people to take on as the orcs. Now, we have a bunch of dirt roads, which is always good. Let's see, butchery, grain exchange. Let's get a grain exchange. I think that's a good idea. Since we have about 10 years before our armies come forth to take on everybody else, we might as well build the infrastructure we need to hold off everyone. Also, generally, we're paying a lot for our army and stuff like that, but what else are you going to do? Faramhead, or like I like to call him, he is Faramir, of course, but Faramhead is in West Osgiliath, and we can easily take him on with what we've got. Gordush, of course, being a loyal and obedient governor, as they all are. Nagazag, which runs by fear. He's a night fighter, which is nice. He's good at winning first, and he's a promising commander. The other guy is, holy crap, a hell of a lot of things. He's obedient. He feels unappreciated. Oh no. And he's fiscally challenged. Gordush, you useless piece of arse. We're not even getting our money from these damn people when we should be. But anyway, we'll just keep going. See what we have going on. Hopefully Gondor doesn't feel like we're a threat and tries to attack us. Zaglug, come here, my brother. You are going to East Osgiliath. We are stacking... basically, we're stacking commanders in there for good reason. What I want to do is, obviously from East Osgiliath, try and take West Osgiliath when everything has been made. We should actually create something here. Let's see. We'll just create... Let's see. Garrison is good. There's a lot of cultural unrest because obviously a lot of the Gondorians are still there in the form of the Dunedain. And we could get some more food or tradable goods or anything like that, but we're not going to. We are going to try and make this into what we want, which is basically an army base. It's a good central point to work from. We'll get this spy over here. Have a look around. Obviously there's Caer Andros. It only has Hysalion in it. Whoever Hysalion is. I'm sure he's a good lad. And from there, let's see what we completed. 2 hunting lodges, meaning that the farming is increased by about 100. Wonderful stuff. That's 100 more income. Therefore, I can afford about 1 more unit. which is, oh my god. I need trade. We need to increase trade, which is what we'll do. As it said before, we have 10 years to build infrastructure. Nobody should really attack us. We're getting a decent amount of money. And it wants us to take Henneth Annam. What do we get? 1,500 gold coins. Holy crap, that's about 1 term's worth of food. Let's go. Let's get everybody in here. What do we have? Not enough men. Let's just get you as well. It's not a powerful army by any means. But if we just sit here and try and... yeah, let's send you up here as well. Just to help out. But basically, if we just hold them... Gornag got blocked, so we have to move him again. Oh, there's the army that blocked him. Now let's push down here. But basically... I can't remember what I was talking about, so wonderful. Zaglug is going to join the army. Just because these guys have the Uruk bodyguard, which are 9 and 17, which are absolutely wonderful. Probably the best bodyguard, in my opinion, in the game. There are obviously better ones. The mining network is created, so let's get this guy a hunting lodge. And that'll give us some more money. But I really enjoy them just because of their versatility. I think hand-to-hand fighting, the dwarves have a better bodyguard. Even just by stat and men. But overall, it's nice to have them. They're usually, let's see, guardhouse, leather tanner, dungeon. No, we don't need any of yours. Don't need anything. Dolgador, how you doing? Well, we can't afford anything there. Wonderful. How about you? You're creating a bowyer, so we'll just wait for that. Leather tanner, we don't need any leather, man. I know it's nice to have the extra armor, but to be quite honest, it's expensive as hell. Listen up, we're coming over. You go and hide in a bush. Well, it's more like a forest, but it might as well be a bush. With the bowyer complete, that means we can create some more men. We'll also create stuff like the camp guard and things like here. War is declared, dwarves on run, which means that we have to basically face the dwarves as well. Our spies run into another army, probably the same one, but we've also found Bjorn's halls, which is always nice. The orcs of Gundabad are taking their time. What's a trap? Oh, don't worry, it's not a trap. You just ran into a settlement, you silly Billy. Right, over here. We're going to push over here. Try and find everyone. End of turn reports. We're 4th in military now. People are really going fast. Financial, we're 14th. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's not good. But anyway, Uglag, meet Zaglug. You're both going forward to take this. Let's see, we have 3 units of scouts, some Morin on guard, which is wonderful. Orc raiders, orc band, orc maulers, which are all very useful. And what we probably should do, how many number of free upkeep units? 4, okay. Well, instead of holding these units at Barad-dûr, it's probably better to put them in the Black Gate just to try and stop. You know what? I've just realized something. Probably should turn this right down. And the reason for that is copyright, so hopefully this doesn't get flagged. I've been tagged and bagged a few times for that. It's not a big issue, but it's just kind of annoying because I don't make any money out of the ads or anything. I turn off the monetization or whatever it's called, and probably should list myself as offline as well. So there we go. Now, I don't think we should really attack anywhere, right now at least, but we should still build up this area. Shrine of Melkor is obviously good for converting the population, but we don't really need to. We'll get some tradable goods just to try and get some stuff rolling for this economy. Okay. That may be an issue. It depends what this guy has. If he has a ton of men of Pelagor, I wouldn't if I were you, baby, because I'll twat you. I'll twat you hard. No. What do you have? Oh, okay. Let's just attack this, and hopefully he doesn't attack us. Tons of ladders. This guy holds out for 9 turns. Oh, I have 12 turns. Alright, well, we can just sit there and take it. East Osgiliath has the Bowyer now, which means we can create scouts. Wonderful stuff. Barad-dûr has a hunting lodge, so at least the people of Barad-dûr will be fed, even if they are slaves to the Lord and Master. Guardhouse is not needed, neither is a Bowyer. Over there, Dol Guldur, what's this? We don't... Well, I suppose it's for food, so fair enough. Let's see how our income is doing. We're getting a decent amount of farming. Mining is obviously only Barad-dûr. Trade is non-existent. Merchant trade is non-existent because, well, we don't have any merchants. And I can't find anywhere to actually make the damn things. Obviously, I could just be missing something, but you know how it is. I can't believe this place, Durthang, is just useless to me. Its population is very small. Its income is also very small. That's the Black Gate. You boys should go up here. And there we go. So let's just end the turn once again. Our spy has conveniently run into another village, Amon Gastal, which would be kind of useless to take, so we're not even going to bother. It's miles away from us as well. We should be worried about Gondor. I don't know why this guy's stood here. Well, he's not. They've just spammed fucking Gondor militia. And the Gondor militia is still as good as my men, even though it's a hell of a lot cheaper. But not in the upkeep. But then again, as we all know, in Total War games, the upkeep doesn't really matter to the enemy. Or the AI, I should say. Let's get you a hunting lodge, get you some food going. You're useless. Can we actually make anything decent here if we cancel anything? Nope. Orc encampment, absolutely useless as well. Nurnen is not doing too bad. We could create a dungeon for these boys, but once again, pointless. The only money we're going to be getting out of these places looks like food, so that's always nice. But we do have some money to toss around. Let's see, West Osgiliath, you're going to be making that in a day, so we'll get you a hunting hut. It is cheap, and it'll give them some food, and give me some income, so that's all good. No, you bastard. Oh, they're hid right outside it. I wonder if they know I'm there, or not. That'll be interesting. But anyway, let's see, 7 turns until surrender. Basically, I'm just trying to take as many troops away from these guys as possible. I know they'll try and kill me. This guy's the faction leader of the rebels. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, since they're rebels, but I suppose even rebels need a leader. But in the grand scheme of things, what I'm basically trying to do is tire them out. Just hold the siege, because what happens when you hold a siege is the enemy units drop. Like, a bunch of them die every turn. Even if it's only 5, that means it's 5 that I don't have to kill on the battlefield. Also, if they just let me take the settlement, if they only have 1 turn to go, then, well, I take the settlement and they lose, which is always nice. A Bowyer is not really needed. I'm not looking to really attack from Dol Guldur. I just kind of want to hold it, and... Oh, we found Lothlorien. Wonderful. But basically, I want to hold Dol Guldur and then just try and take this land, and then use Dol Guldur eventually to push left. Try and take stuff like Lothlorien, Caris, Galadon, and try and help these guys over here, the Orcs of the Misty Mountains. Now, hopefully, that'll work. But I wouldn't hold your breath. These guys have... Let's see, 5 and 5. What do mine have? 4 and 4. Their hunters are better than my scouts. Let's see, you guys are 6 and 3. Let's just make some siege towers, because why the hell not? We might as well have as much crap as possible. What are they again? 7 and 6, and we are 6 and 8. So, we're slightly better. Slightly better with the Orc Raiders. Moron on Guard are basically the same. Depends if you value defense over offense. Obviously, these Orcs try and be as offensive as possible, but, well, they're kind of crap. They're not great units. You're supposed to win en masse, and when you have a struggling budget at the start, it is quite hard to do. So what we need to do is, well, grow the budget. And when all I can create is leather tanners, it's quite hard to do. I need economic buildings, and I'm not going to push up taxes. I want everybody to be happy in my place. If I need to, I'll bunch up taxes, but the issue with bunching up taxes is that it destroys population rates or population growth, and I don't want to do that. I want population. I want tons of people living in my glorious cesspit and stuff like that. But it looks like when it comes to economic buildings, there is not a lot I can take. There's a Borg breeder, which we can't afford, so maybe next turn we'll be able to. We'll give the Black Gate a bit more food and stuff like that. As you can see, we've created some paved roads in Mordor. Very nice. And there's not a lot of trade going on, but once these how am I the most advanced faction? Everybody else must be doing crap. Anyway, Borg breeder is on the way. Oh, it's very... Well, I suppose taxes were doing well. But our highest income should not really be farming. It should be trade or something like that. Let's see. Trade, mail. I'm looking for diplomats. Please. Just give me a diplomat. Anything. That's all I need. That's all I ask of you. Oh, great one. And nothing can make them. Maybe if I make a Shrine of Melkor or something, maybe the building after I can make them, but ugh, it's just annoying. We'll go to here, because I think this is where the Mines of Moria are. That's set in Amroth, of course. Path is blocked once again. End of turn reports. Production 1. Wonderful. We are 6th in military now. Financial we've gone up, which is nice. Population we are 2nd to Gondor once again. And overall we are 8th, so we are going up in the world, which is nice. And once we take Henneth Annan, then we should be even more uppity in the world. We'll be uppity and whoopity and pushing everybody back. But it will take time. With the orcs, it does take time to gain power, and at the same time, everybody else is gaining power too, which is not good. We've created a hunting hut, which is wonderful. We'll create a Shrine of Melkor just to ease this, because since it hasn't changed. It would be nice to make a market, maybe at some point we will. Orc Encampment now has a hunting lodge, meaning that they have some nice food, but that's really about it. And we are making decent money now, especially from farming, so that's good. Anything else? Maybe move the spy a little bit. How about you? No, we'll wait on the food stuff. I think the food stuff is the most important. Just to try and make some money out of it. There's the Misty Mountains, of course, this area. And that is Moria. Now, if you attack Moria, if I do believe, the Balrog decides to show his ugly head, and you have to kill him, because he aids in the defense of it. Which is kind of cool when you think about it. It's a cool idea. And there are quite a few of them, like the Ents turn up sometimes, if they feel like it, to attack Isengard. Which is very much annoying, but it's a nice idea. We'll get a boar... What do they call it? A boar breeder at Cirith Ungol to give us some more food, and that's really all we can do this turn. It would be nice to find out what's actually in here. A bunch of militia and cavalry and militia. They are 6 and 9 and 8 and 9, so their militia is better than my standard troops. So, yeah. That's not great. I know there's a settlement up here, so I'll try and find out about it. We'll also end the turn once again, because there's nothing else to do. Because we're just waiting for Henneth Annan to either get pissed off to the point where they attack us, or run out of men, and we attack them. It's very much a war of attrition when it comes to it. There's Emin Annan, or whatever. Oh, hello. That's a ton of hunters. Most advanced faction is now Harrod once again. Shrine of Melkor has been created. So what can we make? We can make a market or a hunting lodge. Market obviously gives us trade, so let's go for that. And as you can see, all the paved roads have been created. Let's look at all this wonderful trade. Oh look, they've got trade. Where's our trade? Oh, a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, these places don't have enough population yet to have decent trade. So we're kind of waiting on that. and they are quite far apart as well. Ooh, hello. Silver mines. So you will eventually be able to make silver mines, will you? That will be tasty. I like that. But these guys will have a boar breeder done pretty soon. The Dark Lord of Mordor is loving us for no apparent reason. So we'll just end the turn once again. We've made a ton of food. People should be happy with the food that we've made. Oh, you're going to attack us, Gileath, are you? Well, that's a terrible idea. What we're going to do is just make these two troops just to try and stop them if they feel like it. Faction announcements. Zagmud has +1 obedience. The Witch King has Orc Droughts +15% to movement points. Well done, Witch King. Where are you? Oh, you're at Barad-dûr. Well, that's useless to me. And wait, you have more troops? Oh, no, you don't. I must have been looking at something else. The Orc encampment itself has 1 troop who is holding guard over the rest of the Orcs. Hopefully there's no rebellion or anything. A storehouse, holy crap. 5,200. Not exactly sure we'll be able to do anything with that. These guys, finally, it's going down 2% every turn, which is nice. We could create a hunting lodge, so we will do after this is created. It's got 2 turns to go. These guys are gone in 2 turns. Let's see if they decide to attack us. We'll finally be able to see the battle map instead of this map. Oh, hello. Well then. Can I withdraw? Yeah, I can. Running away. You twat. You absolute nonny. That's so annoying.
I respect you, my enemy.
Don't respect me. Be annoyed. Be very annoyed, because you know what I am? I'm annoyed right now. Fuck. Let's give you some Orc Band. We'll also get you absolutely nothing because you don't need anything. There is 1% of others there for some reason. Unit recruitment, Orc Band here. Wonderful. Oh, that's depressing at the end of the day. Because we're going to lose not just the settlement, but the 1,500 coins. And these guys are going to attack it. And there's going to be nobody there. And they're going to take it. There's a bunch of Gondorian armies which have decided to plonk themselves right outside of us. What we're going to do is... Gulag, you're going to move here. Recruitment Reports, we've got some boys at the Black Gate. We've got some guys at Easter's Gileath, holding the line, of course. And we'll just hold them. Hold the line! There's nothing else to do right now. Cirith Ungol, how many troops do you have? Not a lot. Luckily there's not a lot of people holding you, but look at this damn army! How do you even make that much as Gondor at the start without just completely bankrupting yourself? And of course they take that damn thing because, well, you know, they've... What is this? What is that? You're just trying to block me, you piece of crap. Yes. At least we didn't lose favor. Still annoying, but we didn't lose favor. Let's get the scout over here. It looks like Caer Andros is ripe for the picking. So we'll just stick us there. Try and get a sneaky attack in. We haven't actually built anything, but we've made a decent amount of coinage, meaning that we probably can create something else. Orc Band, Orc Raiders, useless. A Boya, it's alright. I'm just trying to look for economic buildings. If there aren't any economic buildings, then obviously I will make other stuff, but I'd like stuff like that. Give me a boar breeder. Barad-dûr is doing well. Cirith Ungol is doing well. The other places need to just keep gaining population. Alright, what are you... Oh! Oh, I see how it is. I see. Well, I'm going to take that from you because you've been a twat. And, well, we'll see who has the last laugh. What? Oh, Oh, thank you. Very nice of you. Gondor are the most advanced faction, which is an issue. Let's just get some rams, some ladders, all that jazz. They all take 1 turn. There's 1 unit of Pelargir Marines who are holding. These guys will be able to get back in time, so let's see what they decide to do. I think I'm ready to attack them now. Or at least I hope so. We'll get some more scouts here, because we have the money to spare. And let's just look at construction options. Let's see if we can make any boar breeders or anything like that. What was that? Blacksmith? No thank you. Not needed. You? Not needed. Camp guard? Not needed. Guardhouse? Oh, crap. Okay, so a guardhouse gives you a diplomat. Brilliant. Lord in heaven. I am an idiot. And that's not the place to create one. So let's not do it there. We want it as soon as possible. And... what? Why can't I create them at any of these places? Okay, Easter's Gileath. You are getting a guardhouse in 3 turns, so we can send a diplomat to the wonderful areas around the place. Let's see what Gondor do. If they try and attack us, well, we'll probably run away. Oh, no, you're not going to get there in time. Oh, what a shame. Holy crap. Okay, that's a big army. Easter's Gileath might fall. Lord in heaven. They're attacking everything, dear. I'm sorry to say. But at least we'll take Henethanen from them. Yeah. Let's take this crap. Assault. We're getting on the map. We're going to twat them. Let's see. Look at the balance of power. They have 48 men. If this was an actual, balance of power thing, it would be like 100 to 1 in our favor. Ridiculous. They would have maybe a 0.1%, 0.5% of winning. They would have to chuck a javelin at my general and my other general and hit them within the first volley, and then there you go. That's what they would have to do. But anyway, we are here. This is quite an interesting map. I like it. But we will just send a ram straight up their Jaxie. We'll also take... we'll bring this ram up if we need it, but we'll take the scouts off it since it's not really needed. You boys, get off the ladders, and we'll bring you up all in a wonderful line. We'll also bring the Orc Maulers up here. Look at this, it's beautiful. 126 men each, Uruk bodyguards. Oh yes, I love it. I love it like it's my own child. And they're not even holding the gate. So, we'll just push up. You know how it is. And there's nothing really else to do. We can probably just do ×6 here. Since they probably, until I batter the gates, they probably won't do anything. We'll push you guys up as well. Let's go ×6. Just to watch everything happen. We'll take our wonderful ram, batter it through their doors, and they're just going to sit on this mountain up here once I go up, in a little cave. The Pelargir Marines, the men of Pelargir, they've been left to hold this. And well, against an army of 1,000, I'm not exactly sure they're going to be able to. We'll see though. This army that I have here would probably be great at holding this area, but it's... my men are just inferior to everything that Gondor can throw at me, which is a real issue. But there we go. ×6, everything happens so fast, I love it. And we'll just keep going. Scouts, let's move up the hill. Let's get you boys second string. Let's get all of our different guys, the Orc Raiders, the Orc Maulers, the Moranon Guard. You all come like this. We've taken the gatehouse, no casualties yet, which is always nice. So come on, everybody move. The issue with this hill is obviously everybody gets tired, but that's just kind of how it is. And we'll just slowly but surely move up. These guys have the Shiltram formation, which is always nice. And we'll just stick all of our men up here. The issue with Mordor is that since they have quite a lot of troops per squad, sometimes it can be really hard placing them places. But at the end of the day, it's not the worst thing in the world. I do have it on low. I mean, these guys get up to like 250 men per unit, but I really don't see the point when it comes down to it, so I just hold them at this. We'll just put our scouts here. We're going to try and lose as least men as possible, since we're going to probably run into an army of Gondorians at some point, and they're not going to be happy with us and what we have done. So we're going to have to try and hold as many men as possible. You all should be able to fire. Even you. There goes the first volley. Let's see. Are we actually hitting them? There's like one arrow out of about 500 that hits, which is wonderful. Not really good enough. Let's try and just push them up a little bit. See if that helps. Decreasing the arc that they have to fire at. I don't think we've killed a single person yet. Nope. That's better. They are moving forward though. If they chuck the javelins at my scouts, I'm fine with that. If they run into my scouts, then obviously I'm not. They've lost 7 men so far. Are you going to run away or just going to stand there? Alright, you're just going to stand there. Wonderful. Well done, scouts. Well, let's get the orc band involved. They are spearmen against heavy infantry, but they should be able to deal with them. We will move up our bodyguards just to try and outflank the bastards. We'll also move up spearmen to here. We are fighting up a hill, so obviously we're probably going to take more casualties. That's completely fine. It's not the end of the world. Scouts, get off skirmish mode and move. They have mostly lost all of their troops. Good flank here. So we'll just run straight into the back of them, fighting to the death. There goes the general. And there we go. We lost 23 men there to their 48, and as orcs, that's not bad. That's pretty damn good. So we've taken this from the Gondorians, and they're probably going to send a massive fuck-off army to come and get me. Even the one sitting outside of Henethanen right now. Oh, it's Belagorn. Hello, Belagorn. They have some nice roads, so we'll hold it. And let's see. Mustering Hall gives us public bonus. Ooh, sexy. But we'll get this just to increase some stuff. Easter's Gilead is under fire from an army of a shit ton of people. We don't really have anything to stop them on this side. They're just chucking militia at me. Militia, militia, militia. And that's not very fun. But anyway, the guardhouse is useless to make from here. So we have to find the place where we can actually make it. We can make it at Nernan. Can we make it up here? No. Okay. Nernan. Let's create a guardhouse. Let's get some stuff rolling. Eventually, we're going to have to amass an army to take back Easter's Gilead. I don't think we're going to be able to hold that, but we will see. You never know with this. But Caer Andros... Oh, God. Caer Andros is an easy target. It seems like the Gondorians don't believe at leaving people inside of it, but this is going to be a tough defense at the end of the day. A very tough defense. Holy crap. But we'll see how it goes. You never know. The orcs may hold out. The issue I'm going to have is the follow-up army that the Gondorians decide that they just have oodles of cash and that they can just throw at me. Because welcome to Total War if you've never played it.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
It has not turned against us, dear friend. Now, how do they get across? There's a bridge here that we have to worry about. There's a... There is supposed to be a gate there, but there isn't one. And so they just come across this folly, which is fine. How do these guys get in? Do they just walk in, or is there an actual gate? The gate would be quite nice. I'm pretty sure these guys are just locked out. I wish the gate was there. That would make this a hell of a lot easier. But anyway. They're probably going to come across this center part. Can we actually get on the walls? No, we can't, so that makes it even harder. Okay, ove double. Let's put them here. Can you shoot here? Oh, come on, you nonce. Oh, well, we'll find out. We shall put our spearmen here. Oops. Oh, come on. Don't piss about. Really? Fine. Screw you. And then we'll put the rest of our men over here, including some orc raiders, which have kindly set themselves up. Right, there we go. 1 and 2. I believe this is the 2 entrances. I could be completely wrong here, and therefore lose the battle because I'm silly. But we'll see how it goes. I'm guessing they're just going to come straight across the water. So what I'm going to do with these boys is just run them out here, try and get some shots off, and then run them back. Are they running across? Okay, there's no time because they have cavalry. Okay, halt. Let's see where the cavalry goes. What type of cavalry is it? It's the general's bodyguard. Wonderful. Right, so if they go down here, they're going to struggle, which they are. Wonderful. If they went down the other way, they wouldn't struggle and they would probably decimate me, which ain't good. We'll push the skirmishers over here, since it looks like this is going to be the main point of contact with the Gondorians. But, here we go. Spearmen at the ready. Put your spears down. Spears down. Spears down. Spears! Okay, whatever. Fuck them up! Right, do we have any special powers? Nope. Right, kill them all. Slowly but surely kill them all. They've already killed a bunch of my men, but that's fine. These guys are running over, which is nice of them. The second shit ton of militia is moving in from behind, which is going to be the biggest issue. We'll move these guys to be in reserve. And so far, we've killed a bunch of their heavy cavalry. They've killed a bunch of my men. But I'm fine with that. Let's turn you off skirmish mode. And they should shoot the army as it comes in. There goes whoever was attacking us. So that will at least give us a good morale boost. Here comes the ridiculous amount of men coming in. Who was actually trying to... Oh, Arodrith. Arodrith is now dead. Look at the militia. They're all here and they're here to stay. What we're actually going to do is move you guys over to here. Oh, crap. What have I done?